How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you guys the Apple CarPlay head unit for the IS 2nd Gen. It is a 32 gigabyte. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But yeah, it replaces the old navigation unit. My model was the most basic model you could get. It didn't even come with the navigation, and it was an 06, so one of the first models. So yeah, it didn't have the nav at all. It just had the old radio, but it replaces that, and then it keeps this radio, obviously, and it just allows CarPlay on the unit. I'm just gonna turn it on real quick. All right, there you go. Turned on. Usually it takes around like 5 to 10 seconds to turn on. Fitment wise, you could see like right here, the fitment is not it's kind of trash, and up here is kind of trash. This is just a plastic cover for my fan, so that's irrelevant, but like it just really give up ass fitment. But other than that, it's kind of my fault because I tightened it too much. If you loosen it, but you don't over tighten, the fitment will be fine. So you just got to play around with it. But for the most part, the wires are plug and play. I'll post a little screenshot on what you gotta plug. It's very, very straightforward. Like, you don't even need a tutorial on how to do it. I figured it out in less than 30 minutes. There are videos out there though that do help you if you really need to, but obviously they're not so clear. But yeah, everything is very straightforward. Each wire has its own size and the pins that connect, so it's pretty much impossible to get something wrong. But yeah, it's very, very straightforward. In summary, it's very straightforward. But once you get that done, and pretty much you have to install. Oh, right. Actually, I'm gonna tell you guys how to take this off first, because some people don't know how to do it. So this is kind of a video just to help people out and give a tutorial and just like feedback for this head unit. You gotta first take off this part right here. This comes off, you push these two out, and then you get a little plastic, something sharp that's plastic but is kind of blunt at the same time. You kind of like pry this out. You got to make sure that this is back, because this center console right here is part of the armrest. So you want to make sure that this plugs out, there's a pins that come out like this. So, and then you pull the cigar thing with it as well, comes out. And then there's four, I believe it's 10 mils each corner. You unplug that, boom, boom, boom. There's obviously some wires that you have to take out in the process. And then this, you have to be very careful, or you could break it. So I would say really, really be careful. Like, you play around with it lightly, and then you pull it outwards, and then you just flip it over onto the top. And then, yeah, you have it right here, and then you plug everything in. Once you get that done, then you just need to install the canvas. The companies that give you these head units, to be honest, they kind of suck. They're not very straightforward, and obviously since they're Chinese companies, they translate, so it's really hard to communicate back and forth them, especially different time zones, people living in the US. Though, first you get all this stuff, looks cool, like, yeah, nice time, yeah. I personally don't even use any of this. I just go straight to Z-Link, and then it connects. Because I don't want it to connect, actually. But then I'll show you how the audio and everything works after. There's multiple settings for audios. Oh yeah, this is your little air conditioning thing. So in order to get this, yeah, there's some irrelevant things right here that I personally don't need. I wish I could take off, but it's whatever. This actually works, which is amazing. And it took me forever to figure out like how the heck I even got it to work. Like you have to make, like, before I thought it was, I just didn't have a wire that was plugged in. It took me like a week, and then I figured out that it was just the canvas settings, right? Let me go into the settings. I don't know if it's, I think it's this, right? No, it is not. Sorry, give me 1 second. Car, okay, yeah, you gotta go to car settings, that's what it is. And then you get all this stuff. Yeah, you could do all this stuff, and then you have to go to factory. My password is actually 0000. That's what I ended up figuring out, and it works. For other people's like 1234, 123456, 1368. It's weird. I don't know. You got to play around with it, see what works. There's a bunch of passwords on the internet. If you don't figure it out, there's a bunch of passwords that people will help you with that they found that works for them. You go to car type settings, and this is what worked for me. You got to remember this: the Luzang Housing Toyota Lexus IS LO2. So we'll go to that, because the only issue is I tried all of these and my AC did not work. I guess it just had to do with the software or the system. So I ended up doing this, and then I found out that's not IS high, or IS low, it's IS high, and it was this specific thing. And then I was able to access my AC. A lot of people find out that they can't access this, and it's pretty difficult to use because, you know, they don't get their AC and it doesn't work. They're pressing this button, it doesn't turn on, and then they can only use these. So make sure that you got to play around with it and see what is your specific canvas for your car. It's going to take probably like 20 to 30 minutes and playing around with it. That's just how it is. You just kind of have to figure it out with these things. But here are the settings. There's your EQ and stuff. Like, I found out that the audio of this head unit was okay. It wasn't terrible. It was better than my old one, just because I didn't have a navigation system, and I don't have, obviously, Mark ML audio, Mark Levinson audio, which is the upgraded package. Those who have the Mark Levinson audio should not get this radio and should get like the V-Line or the VT2, because I believe those are compatible with ML. If not, there are forums out there on like Club Lexus that tell you what head unit works with ML audio. But for those people that have the basic audio, you could just get these head units, and it will basically sound the same. To be honest, you can go here. I think you can press back, and then you could go car settings and play around with your audio there too. But yeah, there's Apple Play. Apple Play works. It's the only issue with Apple Play is there is a sort of delay when you swipe and then when you pause a song. That's just something, again, you have to deal with. It's just what's part of the head unit, you know. After all, these are all aftermarket. These are not like, these don't come with the car, so touchiness of this quality-wise is going to have delay. But other than that, this is fine. This swipes fine. Just when it gets to Z-Link and then it connects to your Bluetooth and your wire. Some people do say that the wire does help if you're not using Bluetooth and you're just using the wire, that the connectivity of Apple Play works better. I haven't tried that yet. I'm assuming I should, to be honest, but everything works pretty fine. It's not a big hassle for me, and loading in is fine, and the AC works fine after figuring everything out. But yeah, that's really it. If you have any questions or anything, guys, please just let me know. Leave it in the comments below. I will provide like pictures when I'm editing this video on how to plug and play. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching.